Hi!
Hello world! Welcome back to my channel. This is my first official video, so I'm excited. That's not a vlog. Woo! Oh damn it. Wait. Pause. Hey. Yeah, this is my first video that's not a vlog. Woo!
All over the place. Guys.
Woo! We're trash. So, guess this is officially like a collab.
Yeah!
So we're doing here, so
Woo!
this is my friend, my best friend Jane. She's also known as That Gem Life.
Yeah!
She also has a YouTube channel.
I do the thing. Go check it out.
So we're doing a video for her channel as well.
Yeah, go check it out. It's gonna be a lot of fun, a lot of laughs.
I think there's also water involved too. So
Water involved too, yes. It's gonna be interesting. I'm such a giggly bitch, it's gonna be great.
Me too, if you haven't noticed already.
Accurate. We both are.
Yes. So for this video on my channel, we're talking about one of our favorite cities in the world. Hint, hint. The flag in the background. And also our hoodies.
They match!
We totally planned that, by the way.
Hey.
So, we both had the opportunity back, well, you studied abroad in fall of 2015, correct?
Yeah.
And I studied abroad in spring of 2016.
Yeah.
We studied abroad in York, England.
Yeah, York St. John University. It was magical.
Yes.
Beautiful. It looked like Hogwarts all the time.
I'm gonna I'm gonna sprinkle a bunch of pictures throughout this video, of stuff we mentioned and just of York, because from the last time I was there. I mean, I'm gonna be there in a month soon anyway. But yes,
accurate.
Pictures
All over the place. Pictures we both took.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna talk to you today about why York is such a just great city overall. Just
woo!
Yorkshire!
York!
Alright. So, I don't know, do you want to kick things off?
What would I kick them off with?
I don't know. What was one of your favorite things about York when you were there?
Okay, so first, we had a very different experience in York. She's very outgoing. I just stayed in York. I didn't travel anywhere, which I regret, but I also really liked because I loved how small York was. I don't know. I loved York. It was great. I loved the city center for all the shops. It's where I blew all my money. It's why I also couldn't travel anywhere. Once I found Superdrug, that was it. It was game over. I've had it my first week there and I'm like, this is it. This is where I spend all my money. So that's where I blew my money. But it was great.
Proud of you.
Thanks. I tried hard. What was your favorite?
I guess my overall favorite thing was, well, I guess it was a place. It was a place inside of the city. It was called the Museum Gardens. I started to go there. I ended up going there a lot. Every time I wanted just to sit on one of the benches and kind of look at, I'm going to insert some pictures so you know what I'm talking about.
Pictures!
So I would sit on the bench. A lot of times I would end up journaling a little bit. Just it was so nice. Sometimes I'd have some ice cream. And plus it was right by the river. So a lot of times at night, they always say don't drink and drown. That was another thing I liked about York. That was their punchline. Don't drink and drown. Because you could literally walk down right next to the river at night. It wasn't closed off or anything. So I know tons of times too I would go and I would just sit. Sometimes with friends, sometimes by myself. I would just sit. And it was just so nice, so peaceful. It was just, that was my favorite part. I'm excited to go back so I can just do that. Just sit in the museum gardens for a little bit, chill by the river. Yeah.
That's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
I wish and then when I was walking to the train station, I was walking at 5 o'clock in the morning. Or no, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'd pulled an all-nighter. I had to get on the train at 5, so I'm walking there pushing my suitcase because it hates me and it wouldn't just roll properly. So I'm pushing it and it's there's no one else there. It was beautiful. The scenery is beautiful and I wish I would have been over there more to explore that. But I just stayed kind of in the city center and then off towards Morrison's.
I understand. I guess that's another point too. I understand that same struggle. I guess York is kind of one of those major cities in the north. It's definitely, like she said, it's not huge, but it's big enough, there's everything you need there. So I understand the train station since it was such, I guess, big city, there's trains going out like at all hours of the night. Because I remember I would get so many 4 a.m. trains to the airport when I was going on trips, and especially when I came home. So, good times. It's just great times. There's no one else around, or if they are, they're drunk, so you're just like, I'm going to the train station, you're over here having a good time. Yeah!
There was a couple that I was walking to, and they were walking on the opposite side of the road, and then they'd like switch over to my side and then switch back. I was like, what are you doing? Like, I keep looking at the viewfinder instead of the camera. Oh well, I do that with my own camera. My camera doesn't have a viewfinder. That's why I have a janky setup. That's why the mirror was here.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
Alright, what else is great? So in York, just like slightly outside of town, there is, I want to say, it was a Nestle chocolate factory. So,
yeah.
Every now and then.
Yes.
So you would like wake up, or you'd be like walking in the middle of like the city center, you're just enjoying your day, and you just get hit with the smell of chocolate. And you're like, chocolate? At the first couple of times I was like, where is this coming from? But then I found out like there's this chocolate factory, so literally like just every now and then.
It smells like a warm cookie. Like, I remember one time I posted about it on Facebook, and I'm like, I don't know what kind of witchcraft this is, but it's Thanksgiving and it smells like pecan pie here, so I guess that's what we're doing today.
Yeah, I guess like, I didn't know, but apparently York's kind of like known for chocolate. Like, there's the chocolate factory, but then also there's like a couple stores like in the city center that sell chocolate.
There were a lot of them.
So, it kind of made sense, but you're like, sometimes you just wake up, you're like, yeah, it smells like chocolate today, awesome.
Yeah. It was great. It was wonderful.
I guess if anything York is known for, it's the shambles. That's also a good thing to mention, why York is so great. So, I know many people are Harry Potter fans. Yeah. So it's Diagon Alley, right?
Yeah.
So I guess...
How do you not know?
I'm sorry! So the shambles, I guess, is kind of what inspired that. So, insert some pictures here. What it looks like.
No, so it's like a cobblestone road. It really kind of does look exactly like Diagon Alley. Like, you have the little shops with the glass windows, and then the houses up top, but they kind of lean in a little bit, so it's kind of like a archway. It's really gorgeous, and every time I walked in, I'm like, Harry Potter, I go to Hogwarts.
What else makes York so great is there's actually 2 universities like in the city. There's where we went, York St. John University, which is definitely the smaller one.
Oh yeah.
And then there's also the University of York. I never actually saw the campus because it was always like way off yonder on like the far side of town.
It wasn't worth it.
Yeah. It was funny too because we studied abroad there, and then I applied, York St. John, sorry. And then I applied to the University of York for grad school. It's a good school, but I didn't end up going there, so.
Obviously.
You know.
You know. Yeah! Sorry, it's like we're having a seizure or something happened. At least me. Like this.
You're good.
Ha! Winning.
Thumbnail.
Thumbnail.
What else is great? Oh, so I guess this is more of a York St. John specific one, but it is in York. I remember one of the very first days we were there, we talked to like one of the student guides, or I guess whatever their official title was. We're like, we're hungry, we want a late night snack, where do we go? And he was like, St. John's Takeaway. So that started our whole semester of always going there for our late night snacks, because like the campus was like, I don't know, campus was campus, and then it was literally like right across the street. It was so close. I think they delivered, but like I said, it was so close, we always just walked there. And they were always so nice to us, especially like, I don't know, because we went there so often. We're like, oh, we want pizza today, or calzone. My favorite go-to, chips with cheese and gravy, since England doesn't do nacho cheese, but we won't talk about that.
Okay, so it's like, poutine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or as my friend liked to call it, Poutine.
Sounded like a mix of poutine and my last name, and I just...
But no, it was great because, like I said, we went there so often, and there was this one time I like tripped and just like face planted in front of it, and it just, my friends made fun of me. It was great. And then I remember like one of our last few days there, we were like walking by, they're like, oh, come in, and we were like, oh, we're leaving soon. They literally gave us suckers because we went there so often. Aww. They were so nice to us. So
that's good. You have to go
if you're
back.
ever in York, go to St. John's Takeaway.
I never did that.
The next thing would be, this is my second favorite thing in York, and that is probably also one of the big things York is known for, and that's the York Minster.
The York Minster. It's gorgeous. I never went inside of it. I was too intimidated. Plus, every time I walked by, I'm like, oh, I should do that, and then I just kept walking.
Well, you should have, because as a York St. John student, or a student in York in general, if you showed your student card, you always got in for free. What? Yeah, I don't remember who told me that, but so I went a couple times. Like one of my classes did a field trip one time there, nice. So I got like an official tour. But yeah, it's so gorgeous. Like my friends would always make fun of me because I took pictures of it. Like every time I walked by, I'm like, it's just so beautiful.
It really is. It's probably one of the most gorgeous things I've seen in my life.
And then you can climb to the top as well. You pay like a little bit extra to climb to the top. I almost died because it's so far up and it's just like a continuous like spiral staircase. But it's worth it. You get a really nice view of York. Because it's also like the tallest building in York. Oh, I don't think like no one's allowed to like build anything taller than it. But yeah,
I think there's like a 3-story limit. 4-story limit. I don't know. For one of my classes we had to go to the art museum, which I loved. The art museum was great. It was my religion and creative writing class, and she's like, go find a piece of art and write something for it. And I just like sat in this one spot and I just kept like rotating to each art piece, and I wrote like 7 pieces. It was so great though, and I don't know, it's art that I had never seen before, so it was new. It was nice. I liked it.
I think I almost went there one time. Yeah, because like York had so many different museums. There's like the art museum, there was like the Yorkshire Museum and the Museum Gardens, there was, if you kind of like went down the hill that's in the city, there was the Castle Museum, the York Army Museum. I went in there, which was really cool. Let's see if there, I think that's pretty much all of them. There was also, like the Minster had some stuff out as well. I know one of my class field trips we went to like the Library and Archives for the Minster. Not technically a museum, but
close enough.
So I didn't get to hit all. Oh, there's also the Railway Museum. I went there because it was free. It's pretty cool, but yeah, there's just so many things to do. There's the Jorvik Viking Center as well. So I definitely didn't hit everything when I was there. So
but you're going back, so you can have a second go at it. Yeah.
Yeah. So like not only that, there's like the the institutions there, but since the city's so historical, because that's what they like tell you. They're like, we were founded in like 71 AD by the Romans, and then the Vikings came through, and then, you know, like medieval and all that stuff. So there's like all the museums, but then also the Minster's there, the city walls, which are like a great couple hours thing to do. You know, you walk the city walls, get to see some like kind of behind the scenes parts of the city. God, what else? Oh, Clifford's Tower, that's also there. I didn't get to go in that. God, I'm just trying to like list off all the big like namey spots in the city now.
Yeah, I did nothing. Literally, like, I think if I had the opportunity to do it over, I would, and I'd probably do it better. Just, I don't know, I'm too introverted for my own good sometimes, especially if I go someplace new. Like,
my last big thing, why York is great, is the club/bar scene. Yeah! Woo!
I didn't do that.
Yeah. Slash venues too, because I know I go to concerts all the time, as you could probably already tell on my channel. And I was actually excited. There's like a venue in town, it's called the Duchess, and it's definitely a small town. I feel like most bands, they'll go to Leeds first before like they consider like coming to York, since they're right next to each other. But there was a couple times, like there was a couple bands that came through town. I remember the first band I saw at the Duchess was called Lisbon. They're this really great like UK band. And then like Pending randomly came through town, and I went to go see them. So it was cool to like walk to a venue instead of like having to drive there, which was awesome. But then yeah, also I think clubbing is definitely a big thing amongst students, and I guess anyone in England in general, because they seem to do it like all the time.
All the time.
So
I was always hearing people coming back from the clubs. I'd be watching Once Upon a Time, and then I'd have drunk people yelling outside my window.
I mean, yeah, it was a lot of fun, because so I don't know if York is necessarily a big like student city. I mean, it must be, since there's 2 universities there. But so like all the clubs had student nights, like I know there was like 3 big ones I was telling Jane about earlier. It was like Cuda, Salvation, and Fibbers. So like each of them had a student night. I know I always usually ended up going to Cuda the most because it was my favorite.
All the time. All her posts were about Cuda.
It's true.
All of them.
I always had obnoxious Snapchats.
You did. They were pretty great though.
Yeah. So no, it was fun because, you know, you could get a group of other students to go. Like, it was, I always felt it was also kind of a safer environment when you went on the student nights because, you know, I mean, clubs are clubs, obviously, but it's all, like, students that are kind of with you. So you're like, you honestly, sometimes I would recognize faces. I'm like, I know you. I've seen you on campus before. So, and it was always fun because you were with your friends. They played good tunes. Cuda, I recommend Cuda 100% because they had a dance floor, like a dancey poppy music floor, and then they had like kind of it's called the tiki bar. They played kind of Mymore type of music, like they played Stacy's Mom a lot.
Stacy's Mom has got to tell me. I love that.
But yeah, even just like bars in the city. I want to say, totally pulling this out of my butt right now, but I want to say I heard somewhere before there's like literally a pub or a bar for every day of the year in York. Don't know if that's true.
I know, I heard that too.
Yeah.
I heard that too.
Because I know, like, there was so many I didn't even go to, but, like, some of my favorites, like the Stone Roses, had this drink called the Vodka and Blue shit.
Ooh, your thing's
so
blinking
good.
again.
I'm just gonna go with it.
Alright.
Yeah. So, definitely recommend that. Obviously, you're in England, drinking age is 18. You do you, boo. So, yeah, like...
But just drink responsibly. Don't drink and drown.
So yeah, like, drinking, yay! We should end on a good note. That's not alcohol.
What's a good note?
Let's say, let me think. Let's try to be as cheesy as possible.
What do you mean is cheesy?
I don't know. I feel like York has always felt like a second home to me. Like, I know I'll go back and things might be slightly different, but it's just I feel like it'll feel the same, you know? I'll go back and I'll be like, look at this thing from last time I remember, and this and that, and my friends are here.
True.
So,
yeah.
Good times.
I would love to go back just to visit. I don't think I could ever, like, go for a year like you, or, like, I don't think I could ever live there. I mean, if that's where it takes me, then yeah. But I would definitely go back and visit. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Do it. Yes.
Do it. Do the thing.
Come up north. Experience the Yorkshire.
Yeah.
You'll fall in love.
Like we did.
Yeah, I think we've rambled on enough about why York's great.
Yeah.
So
definitely have. We have another video to film anyway.
Yeah. So make sure, check out Jane's video on her channel.
Yeah.
I'll link all that hullabalub down below, wherever that goes, you know.
Down in the description. Yeah. Yeah, go check it out.
Alright, everybody. If you stuck out this long, thank you so much for watching. Be on the lookout for lots of England videos coming because I leave in like a month. So it's coming. I'll miss Jane.
R.I.P.
RIP. Alright. Goodbye, everybody. I hope you enjoyed.